Good morning, 5th grade. This is your math lesson for Thursday, April 30th. Go ahead and get your books out and turn to page 602. Pause me until you get there. All right, today we're going to look at making and interpreting line graphs. So we are going to look at our example here on page 602. It says a line graph is a graph that uses line segments to show how data values change over time. So you're able to look at it over a time period and see how it changes because you're going to connect them now. And here's our graph here. A table shows the weights of a dog over 6 months. Here's your age in months, and here's the weights in pounds. The question is, between which 2 months of age does the dog gain the most weight? So we're going to turn this into a line graph. We write the ordered pairs, and if you see, our x-axis here is the age in months. So the age 1 corresponds to the weight of 10. That's your y-axis. So x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. They just pulled that information down here and put them in ordered pairs. Okay, now notice how they labeled their graph here. They're only going to 6 months, so they can just do the age in terms of ones, every one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the weight goes from 10 to 58. So they've decided to do it by fives, and that spaces it out a little bit. So the y-axis is in fives. Now we're going to plot our points on this graph. They did 110 for you and 220 and connected the dots. Now it's 330, 450, 4 jump up to 50, 555, and 658. And 58 would be about right there. Okay, let's connect those dots as neatly as possible. Okay. Let's see. Number 3, we have a title. Let's look at the greatest difference. What's the greatest difference in weight? We got 10 pounds here, 10 pounds here. Here we have 20 pounds, and then 5 and 3. So here's between month 3 and 4, it is our greatest weight gain. So we need to write those points. So this is 330, and this is 450. Okay, so the greatest between those points, the greatest is then. So the dog gains the most weight between 3 and 4 months of age. All right, let's look at the bottom of that page there for the other two. All right, number 1 is also going to go with this graph, and it says, between which 2 months of age does the dog gain the least amount of weight? Well, we already went through those, and we see that this one is only 3 pounds. So that is between 5 and 6 months. 5 and 6 months. And how much do you think the dog weighs when it's 7 months of age? So now you're having to interpret this line graph a little bit. Notice they start out with a pretty steep weight gain. He's gaining 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. Now it's tapering off a little bit. 5 pounds, 3 pounds. So you can gather from this that it's still tapering off. So at 7 months, we're going to say it's probably going to start slowing down and be about 60 pounds. About 60 pounds, and our reasoning for that is because the dog is gaining less weight each month. Well, I misspelled that. It's gaining less. I'm trying to write fast. Less weight each month. Sorry, I'm trying to write quickly. Okay, so that's that page. Let's look at the example on page 604. And this says, table shows your heart rate during an exercise routine. Make a line graph of the data. Use the graph to estimate your heart rate after exercising 50 minutes. Here's our information, our time in minutes, and our heart rates, beats per minute, is your y-axis. They put those into ordered pairs just by XY, 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 listing them here. Now let's go ahead and plot this. 0, 80. So 0. Notice how they started. There was nothing up until 80. So they did this little squiggly line to show that we're going to just start here at 80. 10 and 110. 20 and 140. 20, 140. 30, 148. That's about right. Notice these are in 10, so we're close to 150 here. 35 and 135. So 35 and 135 should be right in the middle. Okay, let's connect our points. All right. And the question is, after exercising 15 minutes, what's our heart rate going to be? So look at 15, track it up, and it's about right in the middle. It's about 125 beats per minute. Okay? All right, you guys are going to do page 603 and 604. And then you're going to do IXL, BB, double B, 2. All right, have a good day.